When you say Ford Edge, people are like, who, what, Ford, huh? But simply add two letters, S and T, and people are like, ah, that's the sporty one. Okay, everybody got different families. One side is always saying, hey, we gotta get spacious and safe SUV. And the other side is always saying, hey, we gotta get something sporty and fast. This compromise is difficult, and a lot of manufacturers nowadays are trying to crack it. While Ford is trying to drop more and more cars from their lineup, replacing them with SUVs, ST department is trying to survive, probably with coffee. 2019 Ford Edge ST, beautiful day, beautiful blue, let's drive it. You're all wondering how it drives. Shall we? 2019 Ford Edge ST. My name is Dennis. This is for Chicago News. I gotta go. Okay, finally, we get inside, we put our seatbelt, we start the engine and wait a moment, where's... What? Nothing like any other ST model. Come on, Ford, you got active valve exhaust, you can pass any emission test, and at the same time you can have a little knob somewhere here. When you click it, and it's gonna sound good. And it's gonna bring even more performance to this 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost. But this is probably when disappointment ends. Look, you've got really nice interior. You've got those bucket ST seats. They are heated and cooled, they're supportive enough, and at the same time they're comfortable. So you're getting best of both worlds. They didn't miss even an inch of the space in this interior. Look, pocket here, another pocket here, pocket here, pocket here, another pocket, very deep one. And here you could put some paperwork, here you can wirelessly charge your cell phone. You've got two USBs here, 12 volt here, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Wi-Fi hotspot, you've got it all. Then you look around and you're like, B&O, what it is? To tell you the truth, there's no any other stereo you can find in any car that's gonna sound better than those speakers. So besides fit and finish, you get features that you usually see only in more high-end vehicles. Behind the wheel, you just feel right. Those seats keep you in place. You got so much technology here. Think about it. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, bunch of USBs and 12 volts where you charge your devices, and it all works just the way you expect it. Just plug your phone, here's Android Auto. Wanna be a parking guru? Just hit the button and the car will parallel park itself. Wanna cruise down the freeway? Hit the button. You got lane assist, you got laser cruise control, you got blind spots, you got emergency brakes, you got front view camera, you got backup camera. I mean, it sounds already like a very expensive vehicle with a long list of options. Combining those features, adding Bang & Olufsen stereo here, they managed to do something very impressive. I'm talking about luxury high-end vehicle feel with the price tag that people can afford. Then you start thinking, I got also sport mode. It's supposed to be fast. yeah, it goes fast. But the main problem that I see, Ford managed to leave so much empty room under your seat that taller people like me, 6'2", gonna be very close to the roof. And this is my seat setting all the way down. Despite that fact, you cannot beat the physics. When you sit higher, you don't feel the speed. It's obviously might be the favorite stop for any police officer. There's a couple of minor things that I want to point out. First of all, when you park on a very bright spot and you get direct sunlight on this frame, you see this dark purple shade. And it would be okay if other pieces of plastic here and there would have the same look. But unfortunately, this is the only one place where you see it, and it does raise some questions and quality concerns. Then you look up and you see this microphone sitting right on top of your head. For very unknown to me reason, when I picked up the vehicle, it was producing some noises with such a great sound insulation. You can hear it, and that's only two concerns. Look how quiet. Start-stop engine helps you to save some gas, and every time with this car you stop at the red light, you start thinking, why is it so quiet? The rest, it feels good, it drives good, it goes through the corners like a rocket ship. It likes to slide a bit, it might get some lights on the dash when you do that, but man, nothing can concern you about this car as soon as you hit back road. I should say I see how Ford been improving minor details here and there. You remember that time when you were exiting the car, closing the door, hitting the lock button, and realizing your passenger didn't shut the door yet. So now you kind of waiting, and then they finally close the door. Here you got no disappointment. You just close the door, hit the lock button, car will wait for you until your passenger closes the door or your trunk gate will be closed. When you look around through the interior, you kind of get the feeling, too much plastic. But when you do the same after it's getting dark and you go through the menu and you pick a very specific color of the lighting for the interior, you might realize, yeah, it looks good when you can control everything about your car, even those minor details. I really like this giant panoramic sunroof. What I don't like, it takes forever to open it, close it, or use the shade. I think after dropping so many cars from their lineup, they still have to present something new and exciting. And while this world asks you, bring us more SUVs, bring us more SUVs, they have to keep up, because that's basically what we buyers ask you to do. But 2019 Ford Edge ST gives you something from both worlds, where you have an SUV that brings you all the technology that you ever wanted. It does not drive itself. It still got minor things here and there that need to be fixed. But overall, it brings excitement, being on the edge between sport and comfort. If you think I'm not gonna leave you here in the middle of nowhere after taking you for such a long trip to talk about this car and won't drive away because you haven't subscribed yet, to make sure it's never gonna happen, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, watch the new releases as soon as they come out.